I want to talk about automation and to some extent AI and how it impacts labor. And I think the internet is all excited about Sam Altman. Hey, one person can build $1 billion startup. I'm not going to share my opinion. You probably know what it is. But I think there's a different issue on automation and AI, which I've seen, especially for investments, is that you can't hire anybody. There's no one out there. Not only can we not hire anyone in tech to do our campaigns or do our sales, there is no retail people. There's no one out there to do the work. So when I got to know Mangomint and talked to some folks in the industry and some customers, this was a theme, which is like, we can't even find someone to manage front of house to the desk. We can't find enough people to follow up, to do the phone calls and do others. So is this the next wave of automation and AI for SMBs? It's just a fact. Forget about saving money. We just can't find people.
Yeah.
Are there enough Americans to do the work for all of us six-figure knowledge workers? Or are there enough people to do the actual work so we can live our remote lives?
Yeah, I think you hit the nail on the head, right? Like, it's not necessarily just the cost of labor, although that is a big issue as well, where those like front desk workers, you think about a spa with 10, 15 providers, they would normally have 3, 4 providers. That is before COVID. And each of them get paid like 13, 14 bucks an hour. Now that same business has to make it work with like 1 or 2 providers, so half of them. And those same people make $22, $23 an hour. So cost of labor is up, supply of labor is down, and retention is really low as well. So there's this natural demand for these small businesses to invest more in technology. And I think that's also driving a lot of that growth that you see in vertical SaaS right now, that those forces, right? But I think that as it relates to AI, it's interesting because a lot of what these people were doing before is very unstructured communication, right? Where it's like, hey, I'm going to call and like, I'm not really sure what I want, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
And you couldn't automate these things. Even, with the best software, you just couldn't do it, right? So I think what AI unlocks for vertical SaaS is that you can now deal with all of that unstructured data and automate a lot of things that you just couldn't before. So I think that will be a driver of growth over the next few years, where a lot of these processes of, how clients communicate with businesses will just be handled by automated systems rather than people.
Yeah, those are good insights. I think in the enterprise, AI and automation are about cutting headcount. Let's cut half of the 1,000 agents we have doing support. My thesis is vertical SaaS is going to blow up because there just aren't anyone to do the work.
Yeah.
There's just no one. First of all, it's $22 an hour instead of 13, but I just can't find anyone at my salon.